We got our Eredivisie season off to an indifferent start in the last episode, winning one and losing one. Can we hit the ground running today? Having said that, we do have the league leaders, PSV, to face first. Hello, and it's a very warm welcome to episode 19 of Going Dutch, as we try and turn around a Dutch side that's been relegated from the Eredivise, in this case Waalwijk, as we try and return them to the top flight and leave them as an established side. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games. First up, PSV Eindhoven at home, and then we have an away match at Nijmegen. Match days 5 and 6 in the Eredivise, which means that we've played two games since you were last with us. We'll have a look at those and dig into them very, very shortly. But don't forget, if you do enjoy today's episode, in fact, you're enjoying the series, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with everything that's happening here on the channel, and especially Going Dutch and our other series, bottom to the top. And you can keep up to date with all our videos simply by following me on X at JustOffsideFM. Right, no messing, let's get into it. Since you were last with us, we have played a couple of games, but before we do that, let's have a quick look at the transfers, because I think Castaneres had come in before the last episode, or during the last episode, the being the 14th of September. The transfer window has slammed shut, so nothing else going on. We have brought in one more player. He was on trial with us, William Beaton. Let's have a closer look at him. He is Belgian. He's with us for 3 seasons through to June 2028. He can play on either side of this attacking. Again, we may be a bit overloaded with players on this trajectory, but we'll see how they go on in the first half of the season, and then it'll be a case of looking around about mid-season break and seeing which ones we want to potentially offload or send out on loan or whatever, and we'll see how we go. Better to have an in-depth in case of injuries and that sort of thing. But as you see, he does stack up quite well. His passing's good, his technique's good, his crossing's okay, his dribbling's okay, his first touch is okay, his physicals are not too bad either. So I think he's good for a backup. He's a decent Eredivise player, 3.5 current, 3.5 potential. It's not likely to improve a great deal in how he is. He's spent a lot of time in Romania, started out in Belgium, but last couple of seasons he's been playing for Karalova in Romania in their first division, and he's got a 7.05 and a 7.23 average, in 7.14 for those two. Made 60 appearances, 4 goals, scored 24 times all told, 7 assists and 2 player of the matches. So it could be quite versatile, quite useful. Hopefully do us some good. Since your last with us, of course, last time out we lost to Sparta Rotterdam on the opening day of the season. 2-2 draw against Feyenoord. We went on and played Excelsior, a ball draw, and it was a ball draw. Not many highlights in that game. In fact, I think I counted 1 highlight, so I'm glad I didn't show it on the thing. Nothing happening there. But then we went on to play Almere City and beat them away from home. This was, and beat them 4-1. It was a cracking game, and it was Castaneres getting us underway from the penalty spot after 22 minutes. Castaneres, goalkeeper diving just straight down the middle, and he was lucky with that, really. So 22 minutes, we took a 1-goal lead, and it was 1-0 at half-time. But they equalised again from the penalty spot after 58. And Setford not quite getting there. When you saw the highlight from behind the goal, he wasn't far away, to be fair. So 1-1 on 58 then, but it was just literally 7 minutes later, Castaneres gets his second, our second and gives us a 2-1 lead. Ball forward. Drambov gets it into Toure, and it's come off a deflection off the goalkeeper, I think, into the path of Castaneras, and he makes it without any problem at all. 2-1. 7 minutes later again, this time Drambev, who pretty much created that last goal, got onto the score sheet. Castaneras, Varro, out to Drambev, cuts inside and chips the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper thought he was going low with it, but chipped the goalkeeper. 3-1 then, and it was Castaneras rounding off his hat-trick on 75 minutes that made it 4-1. Corner from Varro, it's swung in, and Castaneras getting his head to it and pokes it in past the goalkeeper, Bakker, and it's a 4-1 win. 14 shots, 5 on target, 2.86, and 60% of the possession. They have 3 shots, 2 on target, 1.03, and 40% of the possession. Not a bad start to the season, all told. This is how the table looks at the end of that, and games have been played already this weekend. Ajax with 3 games, so potentially 2 games in hand now. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Zwolle are top on 13 points, having played 5 games. AZ are in second on 12 points. PSV were top, 4 straight wins so far this season, with 12 points. Hopefully we're going to stop them in their tracks today. They are in third. Feyenoord, who we beat last time out, are fourth on 9 points. Then come Sparta Rotterdam and Almelo, who both on 9 points as well. And then 3 teams on 7 points. Utrecht, Excelsior and ourselves all on 7 points. And in the drop zone, Go Ahead Eagles still in that playoff position. Vitesse and Almere City yet to get a win so far this season. They've scored 1 goal, have 15 against them, and they are not doing well. They're looking to go down as it stands at the moment, unless they can turn their season around. Right, I think we brought you up to date. Medical-wise, just checking in the medical centre, everybody's back. Vassen and Kongaloo been out with bruised knees and ankles and so on and so forth. So they should be back today. PSV are our first opponents then. 5 players on trial that we can't use, of course. Paulo is doubtful with a sports hernia. We've played PSV 3 times in this series so far. Of course, the last time we played them was in the Dutch Cup final. We lost 1-0 that day at the De Kuip. Friedel, the scorer against us that time, but we played them twice in the Eredivise season before last. A 2-0 loss at the Mandermakers. Veerman and Tillman, the scorers on that occasion, and it was Lang, Bayoko, De Jong and Barnaby, the scorers in a 4-1 loss when we played them at the Philips Stadion last time out. Let's go and see if we can get a result against them today. And this is the team that will do it. And here is the team that faces PSV in this Eredivise Matchday 5. Setford is in goal. Martins Indy, De Boyge and Rossia are our backline. Drambev and Shrivers are our complete wing backs. Varro and Okasinan are between them. Toure is on the left of the attacking midfield. Baton makes his debut on the right, and Castaneras is up front. Vassen, Arekic, Kongolo, Limuri, Leveld, Latonda, Margray, Gari, Oakley, Hansen, Doran and Lobinger are on the bench. And here we are, back at the Mandermakers. 1-2, lost 1, drawn 1 of our first 4 matches. And PSV have won 5 straight. In a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder today. They are third on 12 points. We are 10th on 7 points. Castanaris getting us underway to Varro. I don't like these when they have a kickoff from the start. It can go one or two ways, of course, but moving the ball now around nice. Beaton getting a play. Shrivers through to Beaton. Beaton crosses it. Touré's missed. Thought he put that away for a minute, and I thought, goodness me, we've now got a very early goal, and Touré nodding it just past the post. Benitez still inside this first minute. That was the ensuing goal kick. But no highlights at all, I suppose. That's a poor ball. Varro picks it up. Beaton finds Canaris. Canaris out to Shrivers. Shrivers chips it in. He's gone in. Canaris gets a goal. He's onside. And, we, inside first 2 minutes, we do take a goal lead. And, two chances in the space of the first minute and a half. And we capitalise on the second one. And Castanaris just had to plant that at the back of the net. And PSV coming forward, but Varro is there, tidies up again. Martins Indy, Drambev. Martins Indy. Stepford. Van der Boij. As we come forward looking for the attack. Beaton, who's been very good since he's come on. Drambev will split away with that one. We have a corner for Varro to beat. 25 minutes on the clock. Try to get that to Touré. Didn't get there, but Drambev is the last defender. Picks it up. Varro. He's gone back out in the corner. It's got Drambev there. Okasan just wide. Free kick. Touré with a free kick. It's Castanaris, but he couldn't get it down. They have a free kick. Bakayo. And it's over the top. And half-time has arrived. 10 shots, 1 on target. And that's our big problem. If we've only hit the target once in those 10 shots, which is a bit disappointing, really. 1.29, 36% of the possession. They've had 2 shots, nothing on target. 0.24 and 64% of the possession. Well, they've come out in the second half all guns blazing because they've made 3 changes at half-time. We must have hurt them. Martins Indy looking for Castanaris. Castanaris is in. Oh, and it's Benitez making the save. Puts it out for a corner. 48 minutes on the clock. 49 coming up. Varro with the corner. Can we score from here? No. Beaton is going to get there. Beaton. Oksana back to Beaton. Beaton is tripped and it's gone out for a throw-in. Missed chance. Martins Indy and Castanaris getting past his man and opportunity. Goalkeeper's arm. We have a free kick. 56 minutes on the clock. Oksanen. And it's gone in. It was off. He slashed that off the crossbar and the goalkeeper was there, but beaten, if you know what I mean. Benitez will sit from behind, round and through the gap in the goal. Oh, and in fact, it was clean. It looked like it was clean, come off the crossbar. They've got a throw in our half. That's cut out by Shrivers. Shrivers. Oh, that's a poor ball by Shrivers, and I think he was trying to get it out to one of these two. Varro. Might have been Varro. And didn't get there, but Shooten has a chance. Oh, it's gone wide. And with 73 minutes on clock, making 2 changes. Oksanen is off. He's tiring. He's had a good game, though. We've replaced him with Yasin Oakley. And the other change that we made is Tijani Touré, not having such a good day today, also tiring. We've replaced him with Emil Hansen. And with 80 minutes on the clock, making 2 more changes. Rossier is off. Omar Rekic is on as the wide centre-back. And the other change that we have made is Drambev is off. He's had a mediocre game today, but Latonda is on to replace him. Well. We've gone and beaten who were the league leaders, and they haven't lost. 5 games in a row they've won, and we've gone out and beaten them by 2 goals to nil. Castanaris getting underway after 2 minutes. Okasanen getting his first goal for us after 57. 15 shots, just 3 on target, of which we scored 2 of them. 1.81 on the XG, 39% of the possession. PSV had 6 shots, but they didn't get any on target. 0.50, 61% of the possession. And, well, it's been a good day. Yours Shrivers getting 1 key pass, 1 clear-cut chance created, and an assist for one of those goals. He had an 8.0. Tommy Stetford also having a good day out there, 7.5. And Castanaras continuing his goal-scoring exploits with a 7.4. It's a good day. Let's see how that leaves us in the table. And here we are. Apologies for the sound. Not quite sure what happened. Something went wrong in the recording, but we're having a look at the scores at this point. Zwolle beating Almelo by 3-1. Feyenoord beating Nijmegen by 1-0. That was Friday's games. Saturday's games, AZ beating FC Utrecht by 4-0. And we move on to Sunday's games. Ajax beating Vitesse by 2-0. Almere City beating Excelsior by 1-0. Volendam losing to Go Ahead Eagles 3-2. Our 2-0 win against PSV, of course. And then Futana Sittard beating Heerenveen by 2-1. Get it right in a minute. And Sparta Rotterdam, a 2-2 draw with FC Emmen. Leaves the table looking like this. Vol are top on 13 points. AZ are second on 12 points. PSV are third on 12. AZ ahead of them on goal difference. Waalwijk are fourth on 10 points. Sparta ahead of Sparta Rotterdam in fifth on goal difference. 3 teams then on 9 points. Ajax, Feyenoord and Almelo. And then a little bit further down we have Excelsior, and then in the bottom Almere City. They are in the playoff place, and Heerenveen in 17th. Vitesse in the bottom on 1 point. And a quick look at Nijmegen, our next opponents. We lost to them when we played at the Gofferstatten last time out, 1-0. And then we beat them back at the Mandemaker 2-1 on that occasion. And before we come back for the second game of the episode, we have a draw for the Dutch Cup first round. Got through to the final last season where we played PSV, who we have beaten in today's episode already. The question is, who will we draw in this first round draw? Let's go and find out. So here we are for the draw for the Dutch Cup first round. PSV, the holders, of course, beating us in the final last season. And it'd be nice to get off to a good start in this competition again. There are 52 teams in the draw as it currently stands. So let's go and have a look then and see. First out, Noordwijk will play Fortuna Sittard. Volendam will play Emmen. Sparta Rotterdam will play Graafschap. And that's RKAV Volendam, not the other Volendam. Harkemasse Boys will play Hercules. Barendrecht, will play ONS Snake. Quick will play FC Den Bosch. Lycée will play HSC 21. Rode Kerkrade will play Go Ahead Eagles. FC Groningen will play HFC. Willem II will play AFC. Zwolle will play Maastricht. Excelsior will play Spakenburg. A name I couldn't even wish to pronounce. It's something like a Selvamalavogs. Can't pronounce it. Good job we're not playing them. FC Volendam will play them. GVVV will play Cambuur. Den Haag will play Hoek. DOVO. They will be away. Not quite sure why that switched around, but DVS 33. Treffers will play Almere City. Helmond Sport will play FC20 on all Kukenkirchen Divisie there. Eindhoven will play Guimat. Hercules Alabello will play Topos. FC Dordrecht will play Kukazan Boys. Telstar will play Waalwijk. We are away to Telstar of the Keukenkampioen. We'll draw the rest because we're near enough at the bottom. Breda will play Groenster. Scheveningen will play Vitesse. Heerenveen will play Venlo. And Baronnet will play Quick Boys. And that is the draw for the first round of the Dutch Cup. And I'll hand you back to Mark for a look at how that fits into the schedule. And that game against Telstar will come about at the end of October. 29th of October, we'll be playing Telstar in the Dutch Cup first round. A little bit of time to go before then. So we'll be having it along with Vitesse in the end of October, start of November. So I think our next episode we'll be playing Emmen and Utrecht offline, be coming back for Go Ahead Eagles and Fortuna Sittard. Then we'll play Elmelo offline and come back for Telstar and Vitesse in the episode after that. So that's when we will get the Dutch Cup underway. Right, Nijmegen are our opponents for the second game of the episode. They are without Nunu, out with Achilles tendonitis. Philip Sandler is doubtful with a pulled knee ligament. We have 4 players who can't play because they are trialists. And as I've said before, last time we played them here at the Goffenstadion, we lost to them 1-0. Matteson on that occasion, but we did beat them at the Mandermakers. Van der Boij and Varro, the scorers on that occasion. Ogwa getting the consolation goal for them. Let's go and see if we can get a result today. And so we have an unchanged side. The side that beat PSV in the last match is the side that starts today against Nijmegen in this match day 6 here in the Eredivisie. Setford in goal. Martins Indy, Van der Boij and Rossier are defensive line. Drambev and Schrijvers are complete wing backs. Varro and Oaksanen in midfield. Toure and Beaton are wide attacking midfielders. Castellares continues up front. Vassen, Rekic, Kongaloo, Lemuri, Leveld, Latonda, Margray, Gary, Oakley, Hansen, Van Doren and Lobinger make up the bench. And here we are. They have lost 3 of their last 5. 1-1, drawn 1. They're playing a 4-3-3 today with a defensive midfielder and 2 shadow strikers. Have we won 3, drawn 1 and lost 1 of our last 5? We are 5th on 10 points. Nijmegen are 15th on 4 points. Uh, 25 minutes on the clock. They have a free kick. It's swung in. It's headed clear. And it's a little bit better than we have done in the past. Vold, who were top, are 2 up in their game. And they still have the one. Kulabai out wide to Carrick. Carrick, it's gone in. Swung in and we weren't marking Flucky. And they go 1 up on 26. We have to come from behind if we're going to win this. Kulabai going out wide to Carrick. Carrick pulls it back. And yeah, we weren't marking him, were we? Fluky. Half time has arrived, and this is going to be really annoying. If we've beaten PSV and we've beaten Ajax so far at the start of the season, yet a team that is near the bottom of the table, we can't do anything against them. That's going to be really frustrating. They've had 4 shots, 3 on target, 0.63 and 57% of the possession. We've had 2 shots, just 1 on target, 0.16 and 43% of the possession. Fluky got the goal, and there wasn't anything fluky about it. With 60 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes, Beaton, who's not had a good day out there today, he's been replaced by Lavelle. Lavelle coming on as the complete wing-back. Shriver's moving forward. And then we've also brought on Hansen, who has come on and replaced Patrick Farrow. But he's gone into attacking playmaker. We've gone 3 across the middle. Hansen with a free kick. It's swung in. It's come back off the woodwork. Cleared up field, and I don't think we're going to get rid of that. With 73 minutes on the clock, making 2 more changes. Lobinger is on for Castellares, and we've also taken off Van der Bosch and replaced him with Kongaloo. They have a free kick. They made 3 changes just recently. 84 minutes on the clock. It's fluky again. Oh, let's hope he's not fluky for a second time. Oh, Setford had to get rid of it. It was going in the top corner. And they have a corner pressure still on. Hansen with the corner. 85 on the clock. We've not found a way through. We've tried all sorts. Setford collects that. Ball forward, Laval's. 89 on the clock. Rossier. Congolo. Martins Indy. Is there something going to happen here? Drambev into the area, and it's gone out for a corner. Toure to take the corner on this near side. Into the first minute of 4 added on. It's headed away. Lavelle brings it down to Oaksonen. Goes out wide to Toure. Toure back to Martins Indy. Dambrev. Toure, Martins Indy. We're being forced back at the minute. Dambrev head to Toure. Toure, can he get this ball in? He's not going to go and try. Dambev. It's gone through to Rossier. Rossier goes out. What was that? Poor ball in the end. And this was the chance that went begging. Dambev into the area, and the defender just got there ahead of Hansen. And we've gone to our second loss of the season. We've beaten 2 of the sides, the big sides, Ajax and PSV, yet we couldn't get past Nijmegen. And, well, they did beat us last time out. We played them here, and we've lost to them again. 6 shots. We only had the 1 on target all game. 0.71, 45% of the possession. They had 9 shots, 4 on target. 1.09 and 55% of the possession. I'm surprised they haven't beaten us by more. Well, after that rather disappointing result, the day has finished like this. We have finished, dropped down to 7th place, 6 points adrift. Zwolle at the top of the table. I know we were only expected to finish mid-table, but disappointing. Should have won that game, and we should have been up there amongst them. Up in about 4th place as it currently stands. But as it is, we've lost. PSV beating Almere City 4-0 in their game final, beating Emmen by 1-0 as well. So Zwolle stay top. They've beaten Vitesse by 2-0. AZ in second, beating Go Ahead Eagles 3-2. Third, PSV, as that win over Almere City moves them back up into 3rd. Ajax move up into 4th on 12 points. Final just outside of the European places, also on 12. Then come FC Utrecht on 10 points, just ahead of us on goal difference. Well, not goal difference, but I think it was they've only lost 1 game. They have played a game less than us as well. Waalwijk, we're in 7th place. Sparta Rotterdam 8th. Hercules Emelo in 9th place, and then Volendam are in the playoff place. Almere City are 17th, and Vitesse at the bottom of the table. That is how it ends at the end. We're going to play Emmen and Utrecht off a line. Going to come back for Go Ahead Eagles and Fortuna Sittard ahead of a Dutch Cup first round, and then Vitesse, who are currently on the bottom. So Emmen currently in 15th place. Utrecht in 6th. We're going to come back for games against Go Ahead Eagles on 14th and Fortuna Sittard in 11th. Join me for that if you can. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, keep you up to date with all future episodes Going Dutch and our other series bottom to the top as they are released. New episodes Going Dutch released every Monday and Thursday, 4:15 p.m. Best way of keeping up to date with everything that's happening on this channel is follow me on X, JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you for the next episode. It's episode 20. It's out on Thursday. Till then, bye-bye.